Guys, it's Nate with Advanced Lawn and Garden here. We're doing a second story roof runoff system here. We got our leaf filter tied into our 3-inch white corrugated solid pipe running underneath some sprinkler lines here. And once in a while when we're doing solid pipe like this, we'll go ahead and leave some of these roots because, you know, from doing a lot of gardening and pruning and stuff, we know that with some things like viburnum and ligustrum, when you cut roots, it actually stimulates more vigorous growth, especially in wet areas. So if this was a perforated pipe, probably would have cut these, probably would have put a copper sock on it, and I probably would have gone ahead and talked to the customer about treatments for the system to keep roots out of it, maybe a root barrier, because these are very, very vigorous shrubs, especially if you're planning to run a French drain in between these houses. But I want to talk to you about this 3-inch pipe. This is probably, you can tell, 4 inches below the grade here. And if you don't have to cut this pipe, why would you, right? So anytime you can get a pipe through without having to cut anything, this is flex pipe, but if this was solid PVC, you might have to cut this and reroute it with a couple of elbows to get it through. But we're starting pretty shallow here. We don't really have to start shallow because it's a, second story roof runoff system. There's a lot of back pressure pushing this water through, but we're coming right down. That's the benefits of having multiple pipe options. So you can get that water from point A to point B without having to dig deeper. Now, this customer opted to end this system right here, which it is going to cause more water to sit between the houses, but they might connect this downspout to it in the future. They kind of want to see how this one does first. But I wanted to also point this out. This is why dry wells are really good here in Florida. If you can find a high spot to cut through. We dug this, this is probably about a foot deep. We dug this probably 10 minutes ago, and you can already see standing water in the bottom of that trench. So we don't want to make this any more wet. We'll still perforate, the pop-up emitter here. We'll put some stone around it. We'll do some fabric around it so that water can actually leach. But this is just a good maybe 20, 30 foot run of drain pipe. Get the 3-inch, get the 3.5-inch pipe. You will be happy keeping everything intact without having to cut stuff, go deeper than you need to, and possibly run into, shortcutting yourself where you end up having bellies in the pipe. So 3-inch pipe is great for one downspout.